Your body starts shutting down in freezing weather, and most truck drivers don't even realize it's happening. When people think about trucking in winter, they usually picture icy roads, dangerous highways, and low visibility. But the real danger isn't just outside the truck, it's happening inside your body. Freezing weather quietly pushes your body into survival mode. Every system, your heart, brain, muscles, and even your blood starts changing how it works. And the longer you stay exposed, the more damage builds up. For truck drivers, this is even more serious. You're sitting for long hours, often isolated, sometimes unable to move freely or warm up properly. That combination turns cold weather into something far more dangerous than just discomfort. This isn't just about understanding the problem. At every stage, you'll also see exactly how to protect yourself, because knowing what's happening without knowing what to do is useless on the road. The moment you step into freezing conditions, your body begins losing heat faster than it can produce it. Even inside your truck, if insulation is poor or the engine is off, that cold creeps in slowly. At first, your body fights back. It burns energy to create heat. You start shivering. That's your muscles generating warmth. But this comes at a cost. Your energy reserves begin to drain. If the cold exposure continues, your core temperature starts to drop. This is where things get dangerous. Your body isn't just uncomfortable anymore, it's struggling to function properly. This condition is known as hypothermia, and it can sneak up on you faster than you think, especially during long overnight hauls or when you're resting in a cold cab. The early signs are subtle: constant shivering, fatigue, and a strange sense of sluggishness. But as it progresses, your thinking becomes unclear, your coordination weakens, and your reaction time slows, something no driver can afford. The solution is preparation, not reaction. You should never rely on just your truck's heater. Always carry thermal blankets, insulated sleeping gear, and backup heat sources. Dressing in layers is critical. Your base layer should keep moisture away, your middle layer should trap heat, and your outer layer should block wind. Because once your body starts losing the fight, it's much harder to recover than it is to prevent it. One of the first things your body does in cold weather is protect your vital organs. It does this by reducing blood flow to your hands, feet, ears, and nose, a process called vasoconstriction. This sounds helpful, and in a survival sense, it is. But for a truck driver, it creates a serious problem. Your hands become stiff and numb. Your grip weakens. Fine motor control drops. Even something as simple as adjusting controls or reacting quickly can become slower and less precise. Your feet lose warmth too, especially if you're sitting for long periods. Reduced circulation combined with immobility increases the risk of swelling, discomfort, and even long-term vascular issues. On top of that, your heart has to pump harder to push blood through narrowed vessels. This increases blood pressure and adds strain to your cardiovascular system. The solution is to keep your circulation active. Wear insulated gloves that still allow movement. Use thermal socks and avoid tight footwear that restricts blood flow further. Every couple of hours, take a short break, even a few minutes, to move your legs, stretch, and restore circulation. Inside the cab, simple movements like flexing your fingers, rotating your ankles, and doing small stretches can make a big difference. It may seem minor, but over a long haul, it can protect both your performance and your health. Cold weather doesn't just stay in your fingers and toes, it goes straight to your heart. When blood vessels tighten due to cold, your blood pressure rises. Your heart has to work harder to circulate blood. For someone already sitting for long hours, this adds a second layer of strain. For truck drivers, this combination is dangerous. Limited movement, cold-induced blood pressure increase, long working hours. Over time, this can raise the risk of heart problems, especially if combined with other factors like smoking, stress, or poor diet. What makes it worse is that cold suppresses thirst. You may not feel like drinking water, but your body still needs it. Dehydration thickens your blood, making your heart work even harder. The solution is consistency. Drink water regularly, even if you don't feel thirsty. Avoid relying too heavily on caffeine or energy drinks. They can increase heart strain. Add simple physical activity to your routine, even inside the cab. Think of it this way: Your heart is already doing extra work because of the cold. The least you can do is not make its job harder. Cold doesn't just affect your body, it directly impacts your brain. As your body temperature drops, your brain starts conserving energy. This leads to slower reaction times, reduced focus, and impaired decision-making. For a truck driver, that's a serious risk. You might not even notice it happening. You just feel off. Slightly slower, slightly less alert. But on the road, even a small delay can mean the difference between avoiding danger and reacting too late. In more severe cases, cold exposure can cause confusion and poor judgment. Drivers may underestimate risks or make decisions they normally wouldn't. The solution is awareness and fuel. Keep your cabin at a stable temperature, not too cold, not overheated either. Eat regularly, because your brain depends on energy to function properly. If you start feeling mentally drained, don't push through it. Take a break. Mental sharpness isn't optional in trucking. It's survival. Cold air is dry, and when you breathe it in constantly, it irritates your respiratory system. Over time, this weakens your natural defenses. For truck drivers, this is amplified by other factors. Irregular sleep, long hours, limited access to healthy food. All of this weakens your immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. You may find yourself getting sick more often during winter, and recovery can take longer. The solution is simple but powerful. Stay hydrated. This helps keep your airways functioning properly. Eat foods that support immunity, like those rich in vitamins and protein. If possible, maintain a regular sleep schedule. Even small habits, done consistently, can make a big difference in how your body handles winter stress. Sometimes, the danger isn't gradual, it's immediate. Frostbite occurs when skin and underlying tissues freeze. This can happen quickly if you're outside in extreme cold without proper protection. Truck drivers are especially at risk during loading and unloading, emergency roadside situations. The early warning signs of cold damage often seem small, but ignoring them can lead to serious consequences. It usually begins with numbness, tingling, or pale skin, especially in your fingers, toes, ears, or nose. At this stage, your body is already struggling to maintain proper blood flow. If exposure continues, the damage can become permanent. Tissue can freeze, circulation can shut down, and recovery becomes much harder. This is how frostbite quietly starts, without dramatic pain at first, but with lasting impact if ignored. That's why prevention matters more than anything else. Limit your time outside in freezing conditions whenever possible. When you do step out, wear waterproof and insulated gear that traps heat and blocks wind. One of the most overlooked dangers is moisture. Wet clothing accelerates heat loss rapidly. Always carry spare dry clothes, especially socks and gloves, because staying dry is just as important as staying warm. And never ignore numbness. It's not just discomfort, it's your body sending a clear warning that damage has already begun. Cold weather doesn't just affect your skin, it drains your entire system. Your body has to work harder to maintain its core temperature, which means your metabolism increases. Even if you're sitting in your truck, your body is burning more energy than usual. Over time, this leads to faster fatigue. You may feel unusually tired, slower, and less alert without understanding why. For drivers, this creates a dangerous cycle. Fatigue builds up, focus begins to slip, and the risk of mistakes increases. Reaction time slows, judgment weakens, and long hours become even more exhausting. This isn't just mental, it's physical stress caused by the cold. The solution is simple but critical: fuel your body and respect your limits. Eat balanced meals that include carbohydrates for quick energy and healthy fats for sustained warmth. Don't skip meals, even during tight schedules. Hydration also matters, even if you don't feel thirsty. And most importantly, take rest seriously. Fatigue in cold weather isn't a sign of weakness, it's biology at work. Freezing weather isn't something you simply endure. Your body is actively fighting it every minute. Your heart is under pressure, your brain is slowing down, and your energy is being drained faster than usual. The good news is that most of these risks are preventable. With the right habits, layered clothing, proper nutrition, staying dry, and listening to your body, you stay in control. Because on the road in winter, survival isn't just about driving skill. It's about making sure your body keeps working for you, not against you. If you want to protect your body and stay alive on the road, hit subscribe because what you don't know can hurt you.